Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
You used to call me on my cell. You device at night. You used to call me on my cell. You device at night. I know when the hotline ring, I get on and me one thing. You used to call me. Oh, in the late night, yeah. You used to call me. Call me.
Call me.
Call me.
You used to call me.
Ow.
Ow. Rochelle Farrell.
Just get ready for work. You see me heavy work. You see me do me dirt. So me better work.
Welcome to another episode of Jade and XD. I am your host, XD. There's no AKAs today. It's too hot.
It's hot.
It's hot as hell. Like, fuck. Ooh, shit. God, I know.
It's really hot.
Yeah. Like, who you calling a bitch? Hot. Mm-hmm. Like, instinct brings me to another flow hot. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord. I mean, and it's not like, I try not to complain about the heat because, it's like 12 years of winter.
I started Game of Thrones.
Oh, fuck. I totally forgot we were supposed to do that.
No, I started it. Like, I never watched Game of Thrones.
I know, but remember I said I was going to do it with you because I need to...
I've only watched the first episode.
That's fine. Did you like it?
Yeah, I can get into it.
It's a lot.
That's what I hear, but it seems like my shit.
Yeah, it is because you're into like fantasy stuff, and that's what it is.
Yeah, like it's the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, then you like it. It's just the thing is, it's just a lot of people to keep up with.
That's what I'm trying to do now. I keep making my husband pause it. I'm like, all right, now he's his daddy and he's their daddy, but they don't have the same mama. He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, and it threw me off because there's people that don't have like genitalia, and it was just like, whoa, oh, you haven't gotten that far yet. No,
but I know the twins are being disgusting.
Yeah.
Mad Kentucky.
Yeah. Shit. God damn it, it's hot.
It's so hot. I'm about to put ice in my drawers.
That's fine. Like,
Yeah.
How was your week?
Hot.
Yeah.
It's been hot.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a lot of sleep. I've been tired, man.
Because the heat zaps you. Like, it zaps all your fucking energy.
Yo, like, yesterday,
my energy.
Like, we went to the beach on Sunday, which was really fun and relaxing. And Noah got to play in the sand and by the water.
I'm so glad she lives in gentrified Brooklyn, where like there's no syringes on the beach.
Me too. Like, no Orchard Park.
No.
Did I tell you about the time I was walking on Orchard Park Beach and there was a Popeye's chicken wing in the sand. And you know Popeyes because you know what the skin looks like.
Yeah,
it's very specific.
It's very, very specific.
I was like, there is a Popeyes chicken wing just chilling in the sand. So anyway, we went to Reese Beach and had a wang dang doodle. It was nice and relaxing. I made crab rolls.
Oh, how'd they turn out?
So good.
Yeah.
Nigga, I got the hot dog buns from Trader Joe's.
Oh, I love that.
And they sliced them the way that hot dog buns should be, like the classic hot dog buns.
Yeah.
So I got some of those, and I made a delicious crab mixture with some Old Bay and some butter and some lemon and some parsley.
I love that.
And some Himalayan sea salt and some pepper. It was really, really good. And it was just simple, and I just tossed it a little bit. We put it in the toasted crab roll. Ate some pasta salad with a little bacon vinaigrette mixed in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And we had these bottles of rosé cider. Nigga.
Oh, you guys bought them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm obsessed with these rosé ciders.
Yeah, we went we didn't go to work on Friday. Like none of us did. Because we celebrated our 1 year anniversary of doing this fucking show. And we went to Happy Hour afterwards, and we went to this bar by my house, and they have these it's like these rosé cider. It's so delicious. What's it called? Wolson 139?
I think so.
Or
Yeah.
WOLSER 139, something like that. Delish.
So good.
So good.
So good for the summertime.
They're based out of Long Island.
Yep.
Something. Yeah, in Long Island, Suffolk County.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's good. I'm glad you guys went to the beach and had a good time.
Yeah, and then, I blew some shit up during the week, and then...
You did. You actually did.
Verbally, but,
I mean, whatever, nigga. Like, you did.
And then, so that's been the week.
Wow. Okay. Good for you.
Thanks. How was your week, friend?
My week was cool. It was hot as hell. I gave in and I installed my air conditioner. Now, before you non-New Yorkers be like, yeah, I have central air. I have central air. Listen, sometimes in New York, you have to really wait because everything else is sky fucking high.
Oof.
Like, and have a astronomical light bill is, adding insult to injury. But I said, fuck it, mask off. And so I installed my AC. And I always feel like a lesbian when I do it. Because only because, stereotypical. Because it's just, it's a lot of, labor. Because I have a big body Benz AC.
You know what kind of ACs we got.
Yeah, because my space is very big.
Right. And
so it's got a cool, them fucking high ceilings. That's what gets you in New York. Like, high ceilings are really nice and stuff. However, cooling them shits, goddamn. Anywho, I installed it. And then I had to nigger rig it because my AC is old and I need to replace it. But so the little things on the edge are worn, and so I had to get cardboard for my Blue Apron box.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and
keep your boxes. You can use them for so many things.
So many things. Use JXD code shop.
Yeah,
3 females. Blue Apron, better way to cook. And. I installed it with duct tape because duct tape heals all.
Yeah,
it does. It's
and Gorilla Tape.
Yeah, next best thing since salvation.
I get Gorilla Tape because it's black.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any Gorilla Tape, so I used the next best thing, duct tape. Because niggas love duct tape.
Yeah, hell yeah, we keep a good roll of duct tape in the house.
Exactly, got to.
Just in case.
But what I did was this week. And this is kind of relative to what we were talking about earlier. Was listen to us anywhere and everywhere. Comment, rate 5 stars.
Buy merch.
Yeah, buy merch. JadenNixie.com. Yeah, blah blah blah.
Nigga Peace Theater.
Nigga Peace Theater every Monday. So I have been in this space of trying to streamline my life. And so so I started the process of legally changing my name.
What?
Yeah.
To what? Oh.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, I'm keeping my first name.
Oh, the last name.
Yeah. My middle and my last name I'm changing.
Which middle name?
Right. My point. Because I have 18 of them.
You're so West Indian.
I know. But, and all this because it makes you think about your entire life of what this means and think about where you've gone and all the decisions that you've ever made in your life. Sometimes because you think of like, this is something that's belonged to me. So then I got into this idea of and I also decided that I have also changed my mind about marriage. And I've decided I would like to get married.
Okay.
Within the next 2 to 3 years.
Can I be the maid of honor?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have a thing, but sure.
Can I wear a suit?
I mean, if that's what your fake dyke ass wants to do, then
And some
fine.
heels.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
I might wear a dress.
Okay.
Can I beat your face?
Big ups to our friends in the non-binary. So I was thinking about all these things and where I thought in my relationships and where I went wrong. So I happened to listen to this episode of Invisibilia. I don't know. It's NPR's podcast. It's hosted by these white people. Friendly Caucasians.
Okay.
And so they literally try to use science to explain certain phenoms about the human condition. So they talked about this one episode, and I tell everybody to listen to it, and they talked about fear. And that fear is actually a space in your brain. And there was this lady that they profiled who's like, there's calcium buildup in this part of her brain. So she doesn't have the ability to feel fear.
What?
It's really sad because she's been raped twice.
Oh
and
my God.
Yeah, and she's just kind of like, yeah, it happened. It's really strange. So it's like she doesn't have the propensity to experience fear. Mm-hmm. So therefore, the things that she does, it's like, and it doesn't help that, because, you know, like we talk about white people and how they do crazy shit because we're like, they don't fear anything. But like this lady doesn't fear anything because chemically she can't, or physiologically she can't. So I went into this even larger rabbit hole with science and shit, and I thought, well, there's got to be a way to apply science to love and relationships. And last week I talked about how men folk and their egos are so fucking fragile and shit. Mm-hmm. Today, I don't know if I want to have XD's corner. I don't know. But I realized that a lot of times people talk about dating as hard or whatever, is that they've all based dating and love decisions based on their past. And more often than not, that's because their past is based on pre-25. The reason why I bring that up is because there's this thing called the prefrontal cortex. Right. And that is essentially what governs your decision making. And that doesn't fully develop until your mid-20s.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So think about all the poor decisions that you've made. And all that good stuff before 25, and you can actually blame that on a physiological affect because it's just you basically between 18 and 25 it talks about the amalgea part of the brain, which is based on emotions, and it's located on the side of the brain which is actually where fear is from. Yeah. So anyway, I think about all these things. I'm like, well, if people would wait until they're after 25 or 26 to engage in these adult kinds of dynamics, then maybe a lot of people wouldn't be so hurt and frustrated with dating and stuff because of the fact that they are actually able to make sound and wise decisions that aren't just based on emotion, which is normally not based on fact but experience.
Right.
So I've been trying to figure out, like, unlearn all. Now I'm in the space of trying to unlearn a bunch of shit from pre-25 in regards to romantic stuff, because I realized a lot of that stuff on my actions were based out of emotions and I wasn't thinking logically. So physiologically, my life and dating will be better post 25.
You might just make it after all.
So when I talk about dating people born in the 90s, and I've expressed me trying to date somebody from the 90s, it's difficult because they're not 25 or they just turned 25, 26. So it's just like, oh, fuck. Like, you just started or you're not able to make decisions quite just yet because biologically you're not able to.
Right. Which is why I do not respect older people who take advantage of people who are in those times in their lives.
Exactly.
And manipulate situations and control situations because that they know that person is emotionally under.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Right now, switch your family to T-Mobile and get 4 lines for $25 a line with AutoPay and 5G access included on America's largest 5G network. So don't wait. Get unlimited and nationwide 5G access for the whole family for just $25 a line. Visit a T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com today.
Plus taxes and fees. Customers may notice lower speeds and further reduction if using over 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video at 480p. Unlimited while on our network. Qualifying credit and 4+ lines required. Capable device required for 5G. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain features. See T-Mobile.com.
Developed.
Correct. And physiologically underdeveloped. So therefore, they are abusing science.
They are being emotionally abusive.
And biologically abusive, too.
Yeah. Remember that, niggas.
Yeah.
Talking to you.
So this is just, so I'm trying to figure out a way to apply science to everything, because science is the only thing that actually means a fucking thing on this planet. And not even like, 'cause, you know, like climate control. There is no fucking reason that it is like 9,000 degrees Celsius outside.
Yeah, it is because it's June, nigga. It's supposed to be
No. Think about all the summers in your life. First of all, it just got hot. Last week it was like 40 degrees.
Right. That didn't make sense.
Exactly. And next week isn't going to be that hot, which is also why I was reluctant to put in my fucking AC.
I know.
Oh, God. But anyway, my point is that climate control is a real thing. Everybody knows that. Energy, we don't have any like fossil fuel anymore. We have like a gram of it, or like an eighth. I don't know. But the point is, science is real, and the fact that if science is real, then there should be a way that I can apply it to every aspect of my life, or aspect of my life. Excuse me. But anyway, that's just my little XD corner rant.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully that helps people in their love and life and pursuit of fabulosity.
Amen.
Now it's time for Artist of the Week.
Cause I run that block. Give me top. And my drop. I did hug on flop. When I drop. I did hug on flop.
This week is Playboy Cardi.
In New York, I'm in a rock, when I did a black, when I said I shot, when I said I wop. I don't know what he says.
Me either.
I'm eating. I'm sorry. I'm starving. I don't care. Like, I literally was getting ready to pass out, so I just cannot even, I can't even care today.
Would you say you can't even?
What?
Because like white girls, like, I can't even.
No, I said I can't even care. Me not give a fuck.
Oh God. Okay, fine, whatever. So Playboy Cardi, he's and you know, he XXL's freshman class cover came out today. Today is Wednesday, June something, and I don't know the date. Shit, I work 10 hours like every fucking day. Like, I'm so fucking tired. Anyway, you know, he's along one of the slew of these young, you know, ragamuffin looking rappers. Like they look like they came from the island of misfit toys.
Like they're all the youngest and the mama stopped caring.
Yeah, like they all came from the same group home. So
Miss Hannigan.
yeah. So, you know, I enjoy now. Not all of them I enjoy, but I enjoy Playboy Cardi. He gets my mojo going.
You know, speaking of these new young niggas.
Yeah. I too am eating.
I eat.
I eat. I eat.
I eat.
I eat. I eat.
So I made us a Greek salad, some chips, and a little bit of crab on the side.
Anyway, what are you gonna say about these new niggas?
I have a super guilty pleasure for wilding out. So
So random.
I know, it's just really funny to me. Like, it's just funny. Improv is really funny. So, I love how black it is. So Travis Scott was on there. I think that I know that he's with Kylie Jenner. So it's evident that he likes white girls. But I also think he likes white girl. He was way too hyped for TV. Too crunk for Christ.
Did you see his Nike ad?
No.
That nigga looked like he died mid-air because like he's jumping. Like he's just like ooh, dead. But dinner with Jada NXT.
That's exactly what this is.
Yeah. But I don't know. Travis Scott looks real. People try to tell me that he's cute, but he is not. He looks like an alternator.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. So I don't know if I've ever explained this before.
This is about to be some bullshit. I know it.
For those who watch Family Guy, there was an episode
I knew it.
where Stewie cloned himself and he cloned Brian, and they were disfigured versions of themselves. So they called them Bitch Stewie and Bitch Brian. So every time me and my husband see a quote-unquote disfigured clone of somebody else, we'll call them Bitch whatever. Travis Scott is Bitch A$AP Rocky.
He absolutely is. He absolutely is. Because A$AP
Not calling
Rocky,
him a bitch.
because you look like a damn bitch. No.
I didn't say you was a bitch. I said you was acting like a damn bitch.
Yeah, no, he does. Like, he does. Because A$AP Rocky is a beautiful man.
The baby mama's alright.
Yeah. He looks like Aaliyah, but it's fine.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
Shut up.
He got the same swoop bag and everything.
Goddamn. You got salad falling off my fork.
He does. Like, shit. Nigga, like, I don't know what to tell you. He looks like he'd be in milk and stuff. I don't know. Okay, anyway, yeah, listen to Playboy Cardi. He's lit. Bye. Before we get into this show, because we're not doing pop culture this week, however, I need to address the address. Two things.
I'm just gonna eat.
Girl, you see that Comey interview?
Yes. Did you see the White House Correspondents' Journalist dinner?
Girl, bye. But not, okay, you know, white people are going white. Whatever. We're doomed, actually, so it's fine. If you want pop culture and political commentary, please watch Jesus and Mirror on Viceland weeknights at 11.
They break it down for you niggardly.
Yeah. So Tinashe, I'm not too sure if you know who she is.
Okay, so I saw Sneaker and what she said.
We'll call her Sneaker.
I saw what she said. Shoelace.
Her fan base is called the Chancleta.
Where are my chancletas?
Because Ariana Grande has like the ponytails. Taylor Swift has the Swifties. She has the chancletas.
To the chancletas.
Yeah.
So apparently she's too light skinned for us or something.
So she said that we live in a Beyonce Rihanna world, which is true. And that's...
They just happen to be light skinned.
Right. Well, that's not what her initial point was. She said it's very hard as an artist to make make headway because they dominate the industry. She pointed out that Ciara had troubles because of them.
That ain't it.
And I was like, don't do too much of Ciara, because we make fun of Ciara as a family, but that's because she's just the cousin that we love.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, like Ciara has given us moments. She will forever be...
Oh, it's my shit.
She will forever be the princess of Crunk and B. Tinashe has never given... She's not a princess of anything.
I don't know what Sneaker sings.
Exactly. I mean, except for that 2-on song. You know, and then she went and said that, you know, she said that the black community doesn't really accept her because she's mixed.
That ain't it.
And yeah, she kind of used like this reverse colorism thing.
Don't taint us with your tragic mulatto ways.
Which is weird. First of all, I didn't even know she was mixed. I just always thought she was a black girl. So with that name, I just went Tinashe, like, okay. Who else would name themselves Tinashe? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Ladasha.
Right. The only white girl that had the closest black name was Tanisha Kelly. And she, yeah.
Or you had one, Keisha Not Pulliam. Keisha. The way they spelled that name was all...
I'm just talking about white girls I know that have black names that are musicians, but like she's the only one.
Oh, Dirty Kesha, you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Anywho, like, her argument, okay, it's your experience if you feel that, you know, the black community doesn't accept you. No, it's just because of the fact that you're boring. Like, you're doing you're doing shit that we've heard before. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
We all heard Cassie, and you see how her career turned out.
Like, we all... And she seems to be doing just fine.
Lovely.
Right. Laid and paid, drinking glasses of lemonade.
She said, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out with the devil.
Exactly. She had the ultimate come up. This little girl from Connecticut and whatever. The point is the fact that this really sounds like to me like, you know, I'm light skinned, I don't have a problem. It's just like, I'm light skinned, why don't I have more? And that's what it sounds to me in her argument. And it was just like, I would have agreed with you, sis. Like, the record industry is hard. I get it. It's sexist, yada, yada, yada. But you didn't say all that.
Nope. You said I'm light skinned.
Right. Like, this is not it. Like, you need to... Your music isn't that great. It's stuff that we've heard. You thought you were going to catch a wave like Ciara did with Crunk and with the Crunk era.
It's been done.
She did that. She thought she was going to ride the wave with the DJ Mustard, and his wave wasn't that strong. The brand wasn't that strong. 'Twas not. What was it? Not. So don't try to blame. And I hate like the black community. Like no, like your music just fucking sucks. It's like find your lane.
Well, I won't say it. Our good brothers Asante and Dustin enjoy Jim Sneaker.
Okay, a lot of people do.
But I will say that I don't enjoy her.
I didn't say I dislike her.
No, I can't dislike her. I don't know her, but I don't like her music.
That's my point. I can't like somebody I don't know.
I just don't like that floaty voice. It's just not my shit. But nigga, that White House dinner with that boy Minaj up there. Sorry. Yo, He made them white people so uncomfortable. I was living for 30 minutes. It was amazing.
I love when we make white people uncomfortable.
My husband lives to make white people uncomfortable. He loves when we walk into a restaurant and ain't no black people. Yeah. Because you just look at him and you're just like...
Like, that's his, like, presence. Like,
yeah.
It's just like, I'm here to make whites uncomfortable.
Listen, people are always intimidated by him. I know. And the kids love him. The kids love him. But, nah. Anyway, sorry, y'all. It's like all over the place today because we didn't eat and...
Today is the work episode.
Yep. Because damn bitch, our feet hurt.
Yeah, and we're technically at work.
You got me working day and night. You got me
So we decided to come to y'all after work to talk about work.
Because all of us deal with work. It doesn't matter in what capacity. We've all had different types of jobs. We've all had different experiences, but the same experiences. Mm-hmm. Continued experiences. Mm-hmm. Now, I understand that on my other show, we have a segment called Petty Peeves. This is just one big peeve of work stuff. So we'll talk about the jobs we've had, the experiences we've had, and just bitch and moan about it.
Yep. Because you know what my favorite thing to do is B and M.
Yo, I hate my boss. Dude think he know it all. And I know it all. But I follow protocol. Hope he sit in the casket. Got me sitting in traffic. It's 7 a.m.
So, let's talk about the number one thing at work that everybody hates. The picnic or potluck.
We've already discussed blueberry mac and cheese. You heard that here first.
What's the worst thing you've ever experienced at a potluck?
The worst thing I've ever experienced at a potluck. Man, this is hard. I've had some really terrible dishes.
Name some.
Well, just straight up and down, like, just things that people have destroyed. A green bean casserole. Which is...
What is that?
It is white people Thanksgiving food. It is green beans, French cut out of a can, and cream of mushroom.
What?
And cheese, I think, and crunchy onions.
Okay.
So, yeah. That was pretty bad. I've had a super bland mac and cheese. I haven't been poisoned. You know where I have been poisoned? Did I ever talk about the wedding?
The gay transgender
No, I catered that. No.
Okay.
The wedding I attended where everybody got food poisoning.
No.
I know this is supposed to be about work, but I got a story.
This is our show. We do whatever we want.
So, me and my family went to this wedding. My sister opted not to go.
Smart.
So we went, me and my parents. It was going to be, we knew this was getting ready to be a trash wedding. Like, we knew it, but we went. Now, I'm not shaming anybody. I'm just providing context.
This is your experience.
This is my experience.
You can't shame or challenge people's experience.
No.
That's what we learned on Iyanla.
Oh, God. Rhonda.
Girl, I'm trying to help you.
So, the entire immediate family are very, very large.
Okay.
So a course of horrible things happened during this wedding. For one of the family members broke one of the metal chairs.
Because they were people of a particular carriage?
Yes.
Okay.
There was a cornbread cake with a cornbread cake, Jiffy cornbread cake
well,
with
that's like cake anyway.
Cool Whip frosting.
Oh, God. Where were you in Biloxi, Mississippi?
Yeah. There was a fountain of pineapple soda.
Oh.
And apparently
You're Are you close with this family? Because I don't want to
Nah,
insult them.
I don't even talk to them anymore.
I don't want. You're related to niggers because that is.
This was not my family.
Okay.
No, we went to somebody we knew's wedding.
Oh well, they're
Nah,
niggers.
this ain't my family. Hell
Hard
no.
R.
Listen, I have some real hood family members, but ain't nobody coming through with no cornbread cake. I'll tell
And
you
a
that.
Pineapple soda.
Pineapple
fountain.
soda fountain. So then, apparently, the potato salad and something else got left out in the car, and we didn't know it. So when we got served the food, we just ate, and it was like, this is tolerable. And then the next day, I got a phone call. First of all, my mother never used my bathroom. My mother came beating on the door, and I was already there. I was like, go away. She was like, I need to use your bathroom. Your father's in ours. If my father is sick,
that's a problem.
He has the stomach of iron.
Damn.
Then I got a phone call from this girl who I was friends with at the time. Are you sick? I was like, I am ill. I am ill right now.
This is like bridesmaids.
Literally everybody at the wedding who ate got food poisoning, and my sisters just diddy around the house talking about, that's why I didn't go. So yes,
funny.
So that is the worst food experience that I've ever had. But the potluck, I think probably the green bean casserole is the worst thing I've experienced.
Gotcha. I had several. There was this girl who forgot to put sugar in her cookies. And so it was like a salt biscuit kind of thing. Ooh. And then my coworker ate it and then threw the cookie at her. It was fine because she quit. So she was like, I don't like that bitch anyway. She tried to kill me. This other lady, she brought wheat salad.
Wait, what? What was it?
Yeah, bulgur wheat salad.
What is that?
Wheat salad, girl. Like, it's wheat. It's salad made of wheat.
I don't even understand.
If you ground Indiaria and put her in a salad, it is wheat salad. Wheat.
Like ground
wheat. Wheat salad. Like wheat. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
It's too hot.
Wheat too hot. Salad.
What?
Wheat. Bulgur wheat salad. Apparently, it's big in Turkey.
Wait a minute.
Wheat salad. Yes, do your Googles. Everybody, pause this podcast and do your Googles and return. Salad. We actually need to take a break, but when we come back, we will figure out what wheat salad is. We'll be back after these messages. And we're back. Did you find out what wheat salad is? Because it's wheat salad.
It literally looks like a quinoa dish.
Yeah, it's wheat.
I don't want to eat ground wheat.
It's a wheat salad, girl.
It looks like tabbouleh.
It's wheat. And you know what? It tastes like wheat.
They're talking about put tomatoes and cucumbers and parsley and red onion.
Yes, that's exactly what was in it.
And chickpeas, lemon.
I didn't know what it was.
You know, they don't hardly mention nothing of no damn seasoning.
Sweet.
They say 1 garlic clove,
Sweet.
half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. There's not a mention of salt in here.
No, because it's wheat.
This sounds disgusting.
Twas.
Oh.
Wheat.
I've never had that experience. I probably would have passed over it like, nah.
I had it only because I felt bad because the girl was sweet. And I was like, okay. So I had a forkful. And like, I had that key sweat thing going on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You just up here eating wheat and vegetables. Like,
girl,
what is that?
I mean,
and sugar and cumin? That sounds gross.
Yeah,
God.
Yeah, wheat. Wheat. But I've also learned that people... So, like, and my mother... So I had to think about, like, when we were talking about, like, what we were going to do for the show, I had to think about, like, oh, what's the worst thing, whatever. So I had to think about, like, my mother's coworkers and stuff, because she worked in a place where everybody just loved to bring food and shit.
Oh no,
So there was this girl who loved cats.
Oh no, baby.
And also loved to bake.
Nope. See, nope. Nobody wants your fur blondies.
And I never put two and two together until like recently. I was like, bitch, I ate that.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really. Oh, you know what? This wasn't even a potluck, but. All right, so
why you have to look around?
Because it's currently happening. But I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay.
I have this coworker, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets on my goddamn nerves.
Is this the white one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I can't even hide how much he gets on my nerves.
Mm.
So one of the things that he does, he's one of those all-knowing white boys.
Oh.
With long hair.
Oh.
I call him Matilda. Because he's got that kind of haircut. I'm like, telekinesis. So anyway, he swears that he is a chef. So he found out I'm a chef. So from the first day, he wanted to talk about food. So he comes telling me about all the stuff that he does when he gets home. Or showing me pictures of some giant 18-pound octopus that he had to cook for a dinner party. I'm like, let me tell you something, Birkenstocks. I don't care.
Yeah.
So he tries to be nice. I don't think he's ill-spirited.
Yeah.
But he came and gave me a cup of chili that he made. And he was like, I made this chili. And I'm like, okay, what's in it? Kale for what? What was it? Why is kale in your chili? I just kind of
a white bean chili.
It was a mixed bean chili. And he's one of those that loves to tell me, so I just, I didn't go to the store. So I found this shallot and this garlic and a plum. And so I diced it up and I did it with, just drizzled a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of balsamic, a little bit of sea salt. And, I took some grapes and I crushed them. I put them in there, a little wine. And I reduced that down. And he's like giving me step by step, like I'm like, let me tell you something, Sandra D. I'm not interested in your recipes. I'm good over here. I'm good.
Yeah.
So yeah, he loves to try to give you his hodgepodge food.
Oh, that's unfortunate that you had to go through that. I'm sorry.
I'm going through that. So if he hears this, hopefully he'll stop mushing his food in people's face.
You should talk to HR.
Nah, I'm cool. I usually just say what I gotta say. I'll have more stories about him later.
So, The Office breeds passive-aggressive behavior.
Passive-aggressive.
And I say this as a passive-aggressive person. Okay. I'm not as much as I was anymore, but I think when I was younger I was, because I'm super anti-confrontation. But now I'm just like, girl, fuck it. Whatever. What? Huh? Whom?
Who are you talking to?
So, nothing breeds more passive aggressive than a work email.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Whomst are you talking
Who did you think that you directed this email to? Because clearly I was not supposed to be the recipient of this disrespectful, condescending ass email. Because
you can't really because the only way to professionally curse somebody out is really be passive aggressive. So as I said in the email below, I've highlighted in red.
All right, so listen. This is the work episode. I have stories already as it is. Now I have it's plentiful for you niggas today.
Okay, great.
This girl sent me an email one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I sent her the address to our office. She sent me an email one time.
I remember the story.
She was like, you sent me blah, blah, blah avenue, and it is blah, blah, blah street. So I went to the wrong place, and now I'm late for my meeting. Now, I'm going to have a getting grown moment for just a second.
Getting grown.
There are moments at work where you have to be passive aggressive. You have to learn how to respond to somebody.
Is that kind of hot? Somebody got shot.
Yeah, that's what usually happens. I've literally been sitting here pouring water in my hand and rubbing it all over my body while I've been talking to you all.
My body is magnified.
9110024.
It's so hot, I'm delirious, and I'm fucking tired. So therefore, this episode is all over the place.
Called Summertime Hot. So I was like, anyways, like I was saying, sometimes you have to learn how to respond to somebody. You can't just pop off like, who do you think you took? You can't do that every time.
Bitch, who the fuck? Yeah.
Right. But there are moments when you do have to do that, and we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
So what I did was I pulled up my previous email and sent it right back to her.
Email's like speaking telepathically through a machine. Staying in touch is using email better than your best dream.
This is what I told you. It's blah, 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 street. And in that silence, it basically said, don't try me again, bitch. Mm-hmm. And she didn't. She was like, oh, ha, LOL, just kidding. No, just kidding, bitch. I wanted, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's where the aggressive comes out.
Yeah.
The passive was the email. Now here's the aggressive side.
Yeah. I definitely, I don't have to deal with this with my coworkers because I work with millennials, and so they're kind of like hip and shit.
Oh, really? Because I think they're the worst.
I mean, yeah. But anywho, like I have to deal with, because, you know, I have to email all of fucking New York City every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have to deal with people who are looking for housing and all that good stuff. And so, like, people just don't read shit. Like, people have an aversion to fucking reading.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate it.
And I've fallen short of that myself.
Like, for a prime example, this didn't happen to me, but this happened to my coworker. This lady called and was just like, you know, she had all these questions, and my coworker was like, well, did you read the letter? No, I didn't, but I just wanted to know. I suggest you read the letter. Okay, well, blah, blah. She was like, well, I see this and blah, blah, blah. Why are you saying blah, 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 ma'am? She was like, because it doesn't apply. Yes, the fuck it does, bitch. Why the fuck did I send you a letter if you're not going to fucking read it?
And all the questions you're asking me are in the letter.
It's in the text. And people do that with fucking emails, too, at my old job.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond Honey Roasted Almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond Almonds. Crave victoriously.
And what sucked about that was the fact that people, you know, I was working in the mental health profession, so like I'm dealing with sensitive shit, and I'm telling you what's going on, and like, well, you didn't address these things. Director of blah blah blah, did you not see where? I was having a real angry moment, and you're like pouring hot water down your bra like it's a wet t-shirt contest.
It's literally cooling me off.
Okay.
I'm listening. I didn't say nothing.
I know you did. It was just distracting. I was just like, ma'am, God, I know it's 90 fucking degrees.
It's slave hot.
Nigga. This is the kind of heat where we were sold for half price on Friday.
On a Friday. Oh, God. That's why they're called Black Summer Fridays.
Anyway, sensitive information, and I would just be like, you're a fucking director, like, read it. I would highlight Because since I'm formerly or passive aggressive in recovery, I still know the ways of the man. So I will highlight and put in red, nothing irks other people than a bold message. But because you didn't fucking read it, now you have to see the shit.
My boss is the king of not reading a damn email.
God, and it's just like, well, tell me, no, nigga, what? You hired me to do my job, and part of my job is to do things efficiently. If you're not reading, then why aren't you? You're not allowing me to do my job.
Right.
So stop, like, fire me so I can go on unemployment, and so I could do what I want to do.
Right.
This brings us to the next topic: white coworkers. And I know in the past, over the last 3 years, we have talked about saying no to coworkers.
Yes.
And it's strong, and
merch.
And again, I work with people that I actually like, so it's great.
Me too, for the most part.
But in the past, going back to like saying no to coworkers, I think it was just Jay Williams who just didn't like any of his coworkers.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. He hated them, actually.
I still stand by saying no to coworkers as a movement.
Yeah, it is, because in my past there were just some people I did not fuck with.
Meld well.
Employally.
No.
Yeah, like at all. Officely. Like I just did not fuck with them any type of way.
No. Trabajali.
Yeah. Travail. Like, I don't know. But
Jobly.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with you Jobly like that, bro. But what I've noticed that white coworkers are, especially now more than ever, try so hard not to step on your black toes that they step on them anyway.
See.
Like, you're so hard and you're walking on eggshells so much that by the time that you're doing all these theatrics and mental gymnastics not to offend me, now you're offending me.
Yeah. So, what I've really just come to the conclusion, and when I say white coworkers,
it's the collective bunch, not
each individual.
Not each individual, because we don't know all white coworkers.
Because I have one white coworker right now. She's dope.
Yeah, me too. Like, her
first doll was an Addie doll.
What?
She showed us a picture of her with her Addie doll. She had the old school Addie doll.
That is so random.
She's just a cool white girl, but collectively. You want to talk... First of all...
I was about to ask you about Addie, but we could go on.
What would you like to know?
Did you ever read Addie's first book?
You know I did.
Her and her going to the schooling house.
I hate you. I have a daughter.
Addie went to the schooling house. On Fridays.
On Fridays. And that's why we have Black Friday.
Yeah.
Anyway.
God, it's hot.
It's so
God damn.
I'm literally pouring water.
I am dying. Barkeep, turn down the heat.
And it's like barely a breeze.
It's not much was it just hot.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Because it's supposed to...
I don't want to do the show anymore.
No, stop. We have to.
I can't think. I can't.
It's supposed to rain at 11.
That's gonna make it muggy.
No, the temperature's
like it's gonna be under titty outside.
No, the temperature's gonna go down. Tomorrow's only a high of 77. Anyway. Anyway. I don't even know where I was. White coworker. So the other day, the same boy. Oh, I felt a breeze.
Oh, me too.
Oh, you feel it.
When I feel the breeze on my skin. You and me.
3 people are going to listen to this.
You and him. No, you see, I don't like to sweat, and like I'm sweating.
I told you you see what I'm doing, do it.
That is so much.
Why?
First of all, Jade is naked. She is sitting here. She is such a black mom. She is sitting here in her bra and jeans and like jean shorts and her hair up. Just pouring water all over herself.
It dries. It's so hot it dries.
I see.
And when that breeze comes through, nigga, it's like my own personal air condition. Anyway, where's the little boy in the corner with the ice cube in his mouth when you need him? You don't remember that joke on Comic View? Anyway,
no.
Whatever. So this white boy, right? So this white boy the other day, there's like, we ordered lunch, so it's all on the counter or whatever. So everybody's talking and all of that. And we decide, I'm like, okay, some of this stuff needs to go in the fridge. Like, I'm gonna start moving stuff to the fridge, right? So I start moving stuff to the fridge. This nigga, I told this on Getting Grown, but it applies to this. This nigga pours himself some Diet Coke.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting you.
It's okay.
White people love Diet Coke.
It's disgusting.
Like they love
it.
Diet Coke.
It's gross.
I think that's what keeps systematic oppression going.
Maybe Diet Coke. Maybe we need to destroy all the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Huh. We're onto something.
Yeah. The gold can too.
Oh yeah, the no caffeine.
Yeah.
That's so 90s.
They love Diet Coke.
Who drinks no caffeine Coke anymore? Who even buys that? Do they even make that anymore? The gold can?
I'm sure the people in Biloxi, Mississippi.
And the Walmart.
Yeah. Wally World. Sam's Club.
Oh, I love Sam's. Actually, I love Costco. So, he pours himself some of the Diet Coke and leaves the can on the counter. And I'm like, you just gonna leave that? You see me putting stuff away? And you just gonna leave that can of Coke on the counter? You're not gonna throw it out? And he's looking at it, he's like, oh, what? And that's where I come to. They don't like to be confronted. He's like, what? I mean, I poured some in a glass. I was like, you don't understand? So you want me to dispose of the rest of your Coke? I was like, don't look at me like I'm the angry black woman. I was like, you know what the fuck you did? I was like, what the fuck do you think this is, nigga? I was like, clean up your shit. I'm not your fucking maid. Excuse me. I walked off. I was like, I don't know what he thinks. I don't know what the fuck he thinks this is. I'm just talking and yelling at myself.
Love talking to the air.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
Yeah, and then they do that thing where they're looking at you like you lost your mind. You know what you're doing. Stop it. And that's where I call them out. I cannot be passive aggressive in that. You're not about to play that little manipulative game with me. I'm gonna call you out for your hidden evil.
Yeah.
What's next?
So the blacks always get together.
At work, yeah.
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 And
there's a couple of wayward blacks, and they usually get together.
Yeah, like I'm not ghetto, LOL.
I listen to Jay-Z though.
Right. Anywho, like I luckily my team is at work is very black. We have a white manager, but it's cool. But like my team is VV black. Like one coworker, he was an AFAM studies major. The other one you've met, like they're all my team is
yeah,
VV
they're very black. Yeah, they're pretty black.
Yeah, like
I'm the blackest person at my job next to Spike.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm pretty black though.
Yeah, pretty black.
I'm pretty black. I acknowledge it. I'm pretty black.
But Spike is there.
He's hella black.
Woof.
So he'd be looking at me like the other black person, like, what'd you think?
Hey. I don't know, nigga.
I don't know, some bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah. That's so dope. You get to work with Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. But people always think like, and because of like at my job, like we're like the dope blacks. So all the black, everybody wants to hang out with us. Like, oh my God, they're the cool blacks. So it's like,
you're the
we're the Beyonce of blacks that are.
What is it? The mean black hotties? Black mean hotties? What is
unfriendly
it?
Black hotties.
Unfriendly black hotties.
Yeah. Because we're kind of unfriendly. But
I know your ass is.
I beg your light skin pardon. I am very friendly.
I shed what I shed.
I'm really not that friendly.
You're not that friendly. You give off very unfriendly black hottie.
I do. It's just because it's just.
Do you remember the first time I walked into Vapiano's? So the first time we met.
I don't recall.
The first time we met.
I don't recall.
I was meeting somebody at Vapiano's who was part of this group that XD was in. And I walked in, and they it was a collective turnaround. Like the unfriendly black hotties, like, well, who's this black girl walking in this restaurant?
Yeah.
So I'm looking around because the girl's not there yet. And then I finally went up to the group of the unfriendly black hotties, and Xavier Delowe was definitely sitting right there.
I don't recall.
Said, do you all know such and such? Yeah. Cool. And that's how I penetrated the unfriendly black hotties.
That was so anticlimactic. I know. But lest we forget how you became my friend.
We ate Chipotle.
No. You asked me if I randomly.
Yes, you've said this. Yes, I know.
If I went to the fucking sissy bar. So I know this happens in all offices.
It's how I found love.
Primarily call center offices.
Not just.
I know not just.
But yes, that happens a lot.
But yeah, it really does.
Restaurants.
Yeah, that's how you got married.
That's how I got married.
Yeah. So people bone coworkers, and we say not to do it, but sometimes it works out.
Yeah, I mean, when you both leave at 3 a.m. and it's like you want to get something to eat,
yeah,
we're on the same schedule. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
But then Sierra also taught us not to do that.
Because you need to make sure you weigh the circumstances.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said,
yeah,
there's certain things that you just don't do.
Yeah.
Don't have sex with your boss.
Yeah.
Don't have sex with your direct employee who reports directly to you.
Now, before you go on, I kind of beg to differ. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Better be good.
I do not disagree with the notion to give head to get ahead.
You got to give ahead.
To get ahead, okay.
Slop on my knob like horn on the cob.
Check in with me and do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Don't have to ask, don't have to beg. Juicy is my name. Sex is my game. Let's call the boys. Let's run a train. Squeeze on my nuts like on my butt. The naturally care. Please don't touch. First you gotta make. Then you find a place. Then you find a bag to hide the whole face. All right. But I will say, if you work in a small office setting, or if that boss doesn't really make that much money, and I'm talking like, don't fuck your boss if he's only making like 6 figures. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's stupid. Like, you can do better. Like, if your boss is like, you know, like CEO, like, okay, girl, you know, touch your ankles one time. Like, I get it.
No, here's the thing.
I'm joking, kind of, sort of, not really.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But again, if you're in a small office where your dictivities
and
proclivities. You gotta run in your pantyhose. Even your daddy knows.
Yeah.
Anyway, when it starts to impact the rest of the office,
that's when it's not cool.
That's when it is not cool. It's not okay. It's not cute. And it's insulting for you to think that intelligent grown adults who work around you are not aware of what your foul activities are. We know exactly what you're doing.
And when it makes the office uncomfortable, it makes the actual work uncomfortable too.
Word. So it's when you start to impact the rest of the business and the company, where it starts to short different people of experiences and so forth and so on, so that you can have a little rendezvous, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. I've had sex with a coworker once, but we no longer worked directly together. Like he used to actively hit on me when we were working in the same office. Mm-hmm. And then like literally, but I would flirt with him back, but he also had a man. But he would be like, he would like feel up on me and like by the copier. I'd be like, okay, nigga, whatever. And then when I left to, see if I tell this because this will incriminate me. But when I left to another position and I got a promotion, we went to a company event and he came home with me after. And we got it out of our system. And we no longer work at the at said organization.
Oh, I got questions.
It's somebody you know.
Oh.
Oh, ew, no. Absolutely not.
Okay.
He was Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
Which is very different for me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, I remember when we used to, when we were working together, and...
Did people know that y'all was going out?
So initially we were like, we kept it low or whatever. And then it kind of just became like, we don't care. And then after that, we progressed to the point where we like started moving in together and things like that. So at that point we would be in like shift meetings. And they would be like, no fraternizing, no blah, 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 blah at work. And they were like, except Jada and Tristan. So, yeah, it got to the point where they knew. And then shortly thereafter, he stopped working there for a time. And then when he started working there again, I got pregnant not too long after.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've never had like a real office romance. I've kind of wanted one.
I'm trying to think if I ever had an office one. Nah.
Well, I mean, like, even at work, like, I've never, like, I've always primarily worked with women. So we all know that's not, or children, and we all know that's not going to happen. So, yeah. Well, no, when I was working in upstate New York, we had an odd thing, but he wasn't really working there like that. But we knew each other beforehand. So, like, I'm talking about, like, meet somebody there and, like that. But no.
I went out with this dude one time, like, a long time ago when I worked at a store in college who looked like Ludacris. Yeah, we went out
Which
one
version
time.
of Ludacris?
Braids Ludacris.
Okay.
Back for the first time Ludacris.
That's acceptable.
That went nowhere. That was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
When I got some food and it never happened again.
Yeah, I've never.
Then I went out with this other nigga who was like affiliated with the office but wasn't an employee, and he looked like Method Man. So we went out to eat, but he took me to BBQ, so that was a wrap. No, I'm not bougie.
Well, that's because he looked like Method Man.
Right, I know. Yeah. And then he kissed me in the Starbucks, like. And
on 42nd Street?
Yes. And he kissed me in the Starbucks after he took me to BBQs, and I said...
Did y'all go to the movies too?
No. And after he finished, and
Again,
I pulled
you're
away...
outside, apparently.
Yeah. After he finished, I said, don't ever do that again. Nigga, I don't kiss niggas I don't know like that. And in public, nigga, don't kiss me in the Starbucks.
You're such an N-word.
So, yeah. That was another friend.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I never had that.
What was your first job?
I was a tutor. So like at my high school.
Say that.
At my high school they had a way for folks to make money. So we would tutor like kids who were in like the 6th grade, 5th grade, 4th grade math, language arts. That kind of thing. It was cool because I had a tutor. Her name was Latrice, and she used to be my tutor. She was like a freshman or sophomore or whatever, and she tutored me. So I was like, oh, I want a tutor. And so it was like $10 an hour. Mm-hmm. So I got a tutor. I was a freshman. And it was great because I had like advanced courses, so they allowed me to do it because even though I was a little young, I was 14. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then my next job, I was a lifeguard
Yeah, you said that too. I forgot you had them white teenager jobs, them Sweet Valley High jobs.
I did.
Sweet Valley, Sweet Valley.
And then I kept tutoring, so I had 2 jobs because Jamaican. And
nigga, I always had multiple jobs.
Yeah, so I was tutoring, and then I had because then I was tutoring French on the side too. But yeah, and then I would fix, like, my grandmother would tell everybody, you know, my grandbaby was good with the computer, so like old ladies would like help pay me to help them with computers and stuff. Mm-hmm. And like I taught like a computer course or whatever. It was literally just me showing old people how to like using like Windows 2000.
Nice.
Or 98. So yeah.
Put in work. Put him in the dirt. See me gon' squirt. Damn, he got murk. Damn. Who got that work? He got that work. She pop that pussy. She make it twerk.
Oh, I've had a slew of jobs. My first job was on a Mr. Softy truck. My uncle's, the one who only played Al Green. And we would work like track meets and things. Every once in a while we'd do a neighborhood, but we would work like events.
That's where you make money.
Yeah. So I made $40 a day.
Yes, that's a lot of money.
In ones.
That's a lot of fucking money.
And the only thing my uncle would eat all day was a can of sardines and a giant Foster's beer. And he would play Al Green from the truck. And at the end of the night, he would clean his metal floors with lighter fluid because it made them shiny. My uncle is crazy.
Okay.
He was that uncle.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I worked like for like an international insurance company at like 14 in the summer.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And then I worked at McDonald's. I worked at the supermarket.
Yeah, I never had those things because I used to have this like fear, like I didn't want people to know what I did for a living. I was very Kardashian about stuff, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, because I was like, I don't want people to see where I work.
No, that's real. I didn't care.
Except when I started working at the Y, so then people needed to know.
I was like, I want to buy sneakers, nigga. I'm gonna get a job. So,
yeah.
And then I wanted to pay for school out of pocket. So, and I got a job. I got multiple jobs. I worked all kinds of jobs. And I just kept advancing. I would just do different shit. And I worked in the mall. I worked at Express. I worked at Foot Action.
You kept a job.
I kept a job. And then I moved and started working in offices at a management company. I worked for the mayor. I just started and I would do all of this while I was going to school so I could pay for school. But I always kept a job. I never was without a job. I got laid off for the first time at like 22.
Damn.
Yeah, that was my first layoff where they were doing cutbacks in the company and they had to get rid of me. So I got laid off for the first time at 22. I lost that job and then I ended up moving. And I had another job where I worked for an Indian law firm in Oklahoma for 4.5 months.
Is that why you moved to Oklahoma for that job?
Yeah. And I worked for this Indian law firm and they called it that. That's not me calling it that. Where they represented tribes. The head attorney was half Indian and half white, and all of the attorneys were Indian. One of them's last name was Big Horse.
That's fucking dope.
So I worked there for a while, and then...
Yo, that's so dope. Like, Oklahoma, I mean, horrible place.
Yeah, worst time of my life.
But, like, the culture there, like, the Native American culture or Indian culture, for all intents and purposes, is really rich and really, like... You learn a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, I went out to they no longer have reservations, but, like, where there were reservations, where they're building casinos and where they still have their original courthouses and stuff like that, I would have to go out there to bring different transcribed tapes and get tapes from them and all kinds of stuff. So it was really interesting to see. So I did that, and I, continued to bartend all through all of this, and then I started working in music. I worked at Sony.
Hey.
And that was like the dream job. And I got laid off again.
Damn.
And then I kind of, in the course of that, I kind of started the Jade of All Jade stuff and started the catering.
Yeah.
And kind of built myself from there.
That's lit. I didn't have many jobs until I got to college. And even then it wasn't that, like, I had work study. I worked in, like, the financial aid department. And then I was an instructional aide because at the time I wanted to be a teacher. So I worked at a school. That's where I learned that third world ugly insult, which is amazing.
I too taught at a charter school. I did that too.
Yeah, and then I worked in the admissions office. So that was work study does. But then all through college, I was a dance instructor. Yeah. So I did that while doing work study. And I was making bank during work study and teaching dance.
Nice.
It was lit. And then after college is when I started working for the government. And I work for the New York State Smokers Quit line. This is one I know a lot of people asked us, like, you guys should talk about yourselves more. So here you guys go.
Yeah.
I work for the New York State Smokers Quit line. I don't know if any other. I think California has this, but like, you can call a number and you can get free patches or gum to help you quit smoking.
Oh. So
yeah, I worked at Roswell Park Cancer Institute doing that, and then I did social work. Well, that's the first start of my social work process, and then I became one.
I thought I was going to be a social worker. I went to school for sociology and human services, but I switched my major up so much.
Samesies. That was my final one. It was applied sociology and social work.
Yep.
And then, yeah, but like now, I do nothing. I mean, I guess I do because I work in the housing crisis, so I house the homeless people and the less fortunate.
Boom.
Which is dope. And I'm a comedian part-time.
Bang, bang.
Which is writer. Whatever the fuck I do. I don't know what XD does. I don't know. Like, I was trying to figure out like a title because I have something coming. And they're like, well, what would you categorize yourself? I'm like, I guess I'm a writer. I mean, a comedy writer, I guess. And then I guess I entertainer, I guess.
Sure. You whatever you want to be, friend.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like the Black Bruce Valanche. I'm a bon vivant.
That's why Jade of all Jades. Jade of all Jades.
You're the Jade of all Jades.
The Jill of all trades.
I am XD. I am an experience. I think that's where the XD experience came from. Well, no, it's not. I know where that came from, but I guess you could apply it.
So there you go. You got a little history.
You got our resumes. Hire us.
Not fully. There was some holes, but.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you all of my shit. God damn it. I didn't tell you about the time I was on the pole girl or when I was escorting.
Oh,
that's actually a real story when I was escorting.
We'll save that. we'll save that for a racier episode.
I think you have told that story. The foot story.
Yes, you have. Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to hoe with his feet. Hoe with his toes.
Hoe with my toes.
Now I'm going to be like, look at some hoe ass toes. Anyway.
Look at my hoe ass toes.
Sorry, we are just so hot.
Look at my hoe ass toes. Look at my hoe ass toes. Yeah. Y'all, it's hot.
It's so hot,
We're
guys.
all over the place. R.I.P.
Sorry, guys. We're just really hot.
Delirious.
Make sure you listen to Jada NXT every week. We are going to be back to normal next week because the air conditions will be in the building.
Yeah.
And make sure you check out jadeofalljades.com.
Oh, it's up?
Yeah, it's about to be.
Oh, I mean, it's been up, nigga, but...
You know. So make sure you officially check out jadeofalljades.com. There's contact information if you're interested in any events, any catering events, any food events. There will be pop-ups coming and all kinds of fun things planned. So make sure you stay tuned and check that out.
Can we tell them?
Sure.
Before that, XavierDeLow.com. There's cool stuff there. I know you guys have been asking about live shows.
Yes.
And they are coming. Yes. But New York went really well, so we've decided to do another live show in New York.
Hey.
So we are performing at the Pickles and Pied Festival on October 8th. We're one of the headliners, actually.
Columbus Day weekend.
It is a free show.
Yep. So you come out. There will be all kinds of vendors. There might be a Jade of All Jades booth, so there will be food there for you to purchase.
Word on the street is the Kitchenista will be there, I believe.
So it's going to be litty.
Yeah.
So make sure you check that out. October 8th. We know that's far in advance. Put that on your calendars.
We'll put more information as they come along. But just so you know, we are doing we'll be in Brooklyn Bridge Park, so it's huge for us.
Yep.
Huge free show.
And it's a festival put together by our good black friend Fernanda.
Yeah. Yes, our good black friend.
Yes, we have a black woman putting together an entire festival in Brooklyn. How dope is that?
Yeah, it's really fucking dope. And it's based on dope shit like pickles and pie.
Yeah. And then, there will be savory bites there for you to try, and everything will be debit card accessible. Yeah. So you do not have to worry about carrying cash. All of the vendors are required to have debit and credit options.
It's family and adult friendly.
Yep.
If you know what I mean.
So make sure you come out for that. Check out XavierDelo.com, JadeOfAllJades.com, JadeandXD.com. Listen every Friday and every Monday for Nigga Peace Theater. We have really fun surprise coming for that very, very soon as well. And we're going to get ourselves back together next week. So make sure you continue to stay tuned. And thank you.
Do I have anything final words? Fuck bitches, get air conditioning. Bye.
Bye.
I go to work like a doctor. When I rock the mic, you got to like.
Today's episode was produced by Abraham Kevin Quesada. Janet Jackson.
Even that was too loud.
Christina Aguilera used to come man. I'm hot.
Yeah. Do you have a snack? Because I am hungry.
I'm starving.
Yeah.
There's some chips. There's some cheese.
Jade is making us a snack in the middle of recording because you know what? It's hungry. We're hungry. It's hot.
We're hungry, nigga.
Yeah.
We're hungry and we can't entertain you without sustenance. We're hungry. We need to eat some food. I'm making this shit up as I'm making this salad. 'Cause we're hungry.
We're hungry.
We're so hungry.
So hungry.
We're so hungry. Yeah.
So hungry. We haven't eaten all day. Been working all day. We're so hungry.
We're starving.
So starving.
We're hungry.
So hungry.
We have to eat.
We have to eat. We need a choir.
Right?
No shade, that sounds like the Scientology song.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like olives. That's weird.
You know, they're just like savory testicles, and I'm just really just not interested.
I thought that's what scallops were.
Oh, yeah, they are. But I do like scallops.
With scallop?
A good bacon wrapped scallop or like prosciutto wrapped. Yeah. I feel really bad for eating because I know you guys. Oh my god, I hate when you eat on camera.
We haven't eaten on this show in a really long time, and niggas be hungry sometimes. I mean, it is what it is. We can't be out here having conversation and our stomachs are having conversation.
Yeah.
And I had to add the potato chips to the side of the salad and the crab to give it some crunch. We needed some texture.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love kettle chips.
Yeah, me too. What's your favorite kind?
You know, I really just like a salt and pepper, but I don't mind a jalapeno, a honey mustard.
I mean, like brand.
Oh, probably the Kettle brands.
I
really enjoy the Kettle brand. I also like the something River.
Yeah. You can only find those in whites only stores.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. What else do I like?
I'm a fan of the Wise kettle.
Oh, I love a Wise
because
it's classic.
Yeah, and they go hard with the corner store Sammy.
Oh, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
A bodega hero. We've already talked about sandwiches. We can't do this again.
Yes, the fuck we can.
I love sandwiches.
Me too. I love sandwiches. It's
in so many forms.
Me too. Do you consider a taco a sandwich?
It is a international sandwich.
Oh, so you do consider... Then do you consider a hot dog a sandwich?
Sure.
Do you consider a hamburger a sandwich?
Sure, why not? It's between two pieces of bread.
So it has to be between...
I've never thought of a taco as a sandwich. I'm being stupid. But I guess it could be if you feel like it. If that's their... No, because there's a...
There's tortas.
Tortas. That's what I was trying to say before I choked on air.
Barky, bring me my lunch.
Why would you do that?
I wasn't looking at him, sorry.
He's eating super, like, daintily.
Cause I'm trying not to crunch and shit in
the way you're holding your plate is, like, it's so elegant. The way you hold your fork is just,
So, my ex tried to spook me. Like, he low-key called me a So we went out to dinner. We went to Wogie's. I went to go to the bathroom. He comes back. He was like, yo, you float across a room. I was like, is this like a compliment? He was like, no, you float like a fairy. You're like, have you ever noticed how you walk? I was like, no, because I'm me. And I don't watch myself walk. He's like, yeah, you're like a fairy. And I was like, oh.
Thanks.
Question mark?
Thank you for being a friend.
I wonder what Abe's face is like when he listens to this stuff. I'm like, girl, what are y'all going through like, why did I sign on?
Sorry, hey.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond Honey Roasted Almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond Almonds. Crave victoriously.